Hi everyone, Radhe Radhe. So this video we're going to be doing chapter 5 verse 21. Now this confused me a little bit, so I was like maybe I got it wrong, maybe I understood 520 a little bit wrong. So what this verse is saying is that a person, let me read the translation first. Such a liberated person is not attracted to material sense pleasure, but is always in trance, enjoying the pleasure within. In this way, the self-realized person enjoys unlimited happiness, for he concentrates on the Supreme. So this is not talking about bhakti. This is talking very clearly about a person who is neither um, happy nor sad about anything. He's talking about the previous verse. Neither happy nor sad about anything that's going on around him. It's just completely sthir buddhi, like fixed intelligence, fixed mind, fixed concentration. So this person is always in trance, enjoying the pleasure within. In this way, the self-realized person enjoys unlimited happiness, for he concentrates on the Supreme. So he's not talking about bhakti here. So maybe the vipassana method of just being of having equanimity, you can refer to the previous video for information. Maybe that is giving unlimited happiness as well. Okay, so let's sing the verse together and let's explore this. Bahyasparsheshvasaktatma vindatyatmani yat sukham sa brahma yoga yuktatma sukhamakshayamashnuте. Okay, so I've read the translation already. So bahya sparsheshu, in external sense pleasures. Sparsh means to touch. So external sense pleasure. Asakta atma, one who is not attached. Vindati, enjoys. Atmani, in the self. So there is one who is not attached in the external material sense pleasures, enjoys in the self. I can kind of, I don't know, I can feel this intuitive feeling. I mean, I think it makes sense intellectually also. If you think about it, that if you don't get upset or happy about whatever is happening, because everything outside is impermanent, right? Every single thing outside is impermanent. So if you don't get either happy or sad about anything external, and all of your source of power and enjoyment is coming from within, from God, then yeah, I mean, then that's brilliant, right? Because then you're sourcing what is real versus what is unreal. You're sourcing your happiness from what is real versus what is unreal. Wow, okay, this feels a little bit like a glimpse. Okay, so Brahma Yoga Yuktatma. Okay, so he, Brahma Yoga, concentration in the Brahman. Yuktatma, self-connected. So that he who is concentrated in the Brahman and who is self-connected, Sukham Akshayam Ashnate. Sukham is happiness. Sukh. Akshayam, unlimited. Ashnute, enjoys. He who is self-connected and is concentrated in the Brahman enjoys unlimited happiness. Now, Swami Yogananda has translated it slightly differently, which I like as well. Brahma Yoga Yuktatma, he said, those who are united with God through yoga. Those who are not attached to external sense pleasures realize divine bliss in the self. So that part is similar. If you're not attached to external self pleasure, you will feel that bliss within the self. Being united with God through yoga, they experience unending happiness. So unlimited happiness, this also experience unlimited happiness is the same. Now this is the question, being united with God through yoga. This part, like this part of Sanskrit is translatable in so many different ways, right? It's very contextual, and I don't know exactly what that means. By doing what do we get unlimited? This is crucial. I think this is very important to understand. What is it that gives us unlimited happiness? What does Brahma Yoga Yuktatma mean exactly? And what is it that gives us, like, so that part, if you were not so in bhakti as well as in the impersonalist thing, this part is the same. If you're unattached to external pleasures, even in bhakti, you're supposed to not be attached to external pleasures. You're attached to Krishna and everything. So you're attached to the divine, and within you, you're attached to Paramatma, you're attached to Bhagwan, you're attached to Krishna. So you're feeling those emotions, but what is here? What does this mean? Brahma Yoga Yuktatma. So that's the crucial part. So I'm going to do this little thing. So I found this website. Well, a friend helped me find this website, which has translations, which is exactly kind of what I was looking for. It's just unbelievable. Which has translations and commentaries by Sankracharya, by Ramanujacharya, by all kinds of people, by Prabhupada also. So I want to see what they say. So Madhvacharya, he's Madhvacharya, commentary of Brahma Sampradaya. He's the one who talks about the Vaishnavism, basically Krishna as being the ultimate. So Vaishnavism means Krishna being ultimate, and Gaudiya Vaishnavism means within the Krishna consciousness, Madhurya Ras, there are 5 different ways in which we relate to Krishna, and Madhurya Ras, which is the form of the way gopis related to Krishna in forms of loving Krishna in that way, versus Vatsalya Ras, which is a parental love, and Sakhya Ras, which is a friend love, and um, Dasya Ras, which is a servant God relationship, which is where we mostly are, and then Shanta, I think, Ras, that's the 5th one, which is, I'm not sure. I think that's more impersonalist or something. I'm not sure. Okay, so in this verse, Krishna clarifies yoga or science of individual consciousness, attaining communion with ultimate consciousness, and how this relates to equanimity without desires, external or internal only. The person who relishes and revels in the Atma is alone eligible for realization of the Brahman or spiritual substratum pervading all existence and bliss accompanying it. This is so complicated. I'm not understanding. It's Prabhupada and Swami Mukundanand's verses purports are very easy to read and understand. This I've seen, like, it's just very complicated. The communion of Atma is the same as the communion of the Brahman, for they both possess the same eternal nature, and the only way this communion can be attained is through meditation of yoga and no other way. So it can be understood that even by remembrance of the potencies of Supreme Lord, so much happiness can be gained. Okay. Adi Shankaracharya, this is the impersonalist thing. A Saktatma with his heart, internal organ, unattached by his sparsheshu to external objects, means objects that are contacted. Those are things that are external objects of contact. Yeah, sparsh means touch. So anything that can be touched, which means external. That makes sense. Okay, that's great. That person who thus has his heart unattached, who derives no happiness from objects, he vindati gets sukham in the self. Brahma Yoga Yuktatma. This is great. Okay. With his heart absorbed in meditation on Brahman meditation, on Brahman is Brahma Yoga, one whose internal organ, Atma, is absorbed. Internal organ, he's calling it, absorbed in or yukta, engaged in that meditation on Brahman is Brahma Yoga Yuktatma. He acquires unlimited bliss. So okay, is the meaning. Okay. It didn't help me clarify too much, but that's okay. Okay, so that's it for this verse. We shall do chapter 5, verse 22 in the next video. Wish you a day filled with spiritual growth and spiritual understanding and spiritual clarity and spiritual glimpses. Radhe Radhe.